Today, we're looking forward to sharing some exciting announcements, including our latest advancements in Apple Intelligence and Siri. With that, I'd like to hand it off to Craig to get us started.
Let's talk about our next set of releases, where we have some exciting updates to share. This year, we put our focus into 3 areas. First, improvements that make our platforms more responsive and easier to use in your day-to-day life. Second, updates in trust and safety, where we're building on our commitment to provide a safe and trusted platform for kids. And third, a big leap forward for Apple Intelligence, with an innovative architecture that unlocks a new Siri across platforms, along with many helpful features integrated into the apps you use every day. This work applies to our new releases across all of our platforms, from iOS and iPadOS to watchOS and tvOS, visionOS, and macOS. Speaking of macOS, for those of you that are WWDC regulars, you of course know that this is the moment where I relay the latest exploits of Apple's crack marketing team, and their, shall we say, unconventional methods for naming macOS releases. In this case, I'm afraid the story is incomplete. Last I saw them, they just spilled out of their recently installed Apple Park experiential ideation yurt and piled into their microbus. I tried to catch them, but they just handed me this note out the window before motoring northward. So here's all I've got. Dude, our chakra alignment has set our compass toward the summer of love, but like further. Our corporeal forms know no earthly tether. We shall float on a span of gold over infinite seas, flying so high. Marketing is such a great job. Okay, well, I'm afraid they haven't returned, and I'm lacking the sensory amplifiers to crack this code. So I guess the great era of macOS names must come to an end.
It's Golden Gate, man!
Oh, thank goodness. Perfect. Our next version of macOS is macOS Golden Gate. All right, with that behind us, let's start with improvements that will make our platforms better than ever. Our products are an integral part of daily life, helping us at work, at school, at home, and everywhere in between. So naturally, we all have high expectations for them. And we are always challenging ourselves to make our products ever more responsive, even more reliable, and that much more delightful to use. So instead of just introducing a host of new features, we're also taking the features you already rely on and making them even better. Because we believe the best operating systems aren't just built on big breakthroughs, they're built on sweating the details. To tell you more, here's Stacy.
Attention to detail has always been core to Apple's DNA. And this year, our teams doubled down on our relentless dedication to make the experience feel more polished and intuitive. We scoured every part of the OS for opportunities to refine our systems, from the UI to the foundations. Nothing was off limits, no enhancement too small. We made things faster, smoother, even easier to use, and we took care of a bunch of things you've been asking about. We're excited to share some highlights of this work with you. To kick things off, let's talk about one of the key themes of this effort, design. To tell you more, here's Shabam.
Last year, we introduced our most ambitious cross-platform design update ever with Liquid Glass, which made apps and experiences even more expressive and delightful. Like with all major design updates, there's a natural process where we take a bold leap forward and then we continue to iterate. Part of how we do this is by listening to users and developers. Our team really appreciates your feedback, and we considered it deeply as we refined the new design over the past year. Now, we're making some additional refinements, starting with updating the foundations of how Liquid Glass is built. To ensure exceptional readability, we tuned Liquid Glass so it diffuses complex content behind it much more effectively, while also creating more depth and separation. While we think this is a great new default look, we also know that some users would like Liquid Glass to be even more clear, and others prefer a more tinted appearance. Since everyone's preference varies, we're adding a new slider in settings to adjust Liquid Glass, so you can set it anywhere from ultra clear to fully tinted. It's a whole new way to personalize your experience across apps. And for developers who have already adopted Liquid Glass, these customizations...
And not only that, but we also figured out a way to bring it to older models, all the way back to iPhone 11. And yes, that does mean that iOS 27 is supported on iPhone 11 and all of the same iPhone models as iOS 26.